Tarborn, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook. It's about, let me see.
Accusations.
That's the thing I just read. 4:53, and what date is it? April 14th. Alright, so on this shit show they call Pioneer Project, they try to hire me to do their subject of narcissistic abuse since 2017. Well, I'll go into detail further into detail of it at a later date, or maybe if you can ask me some comments or other questions in the comments, that'd be great. Yeah, I'll be more than happy to answer it for you. Now, what's going on is a flex of modern technology, and probing of minorities has happened, and secret detention facilities under order, or rather, section. So right now they're currently getting somebody on the radio to disrupt my flow. Sex Marathi has been bribed into, doing a secret detention facility illegal under the Penal Code, or rather the Article 3 Bill of Rights. So Section 17 to Section 19 is the very bit that you would want to look into. And it's Carlos Giuselese. And for the record, I hereby not give my consent for these retards to make money out of my intellectual property. So, flex of modern technology is what I was doing. So they've got retards on a radio, currently able to speak to me through some kind of receiver or transmitter. So I've been on it for 3 years, and I've pieced together so much of it due to the incompetence of the horse that they've hired to represent them. Apparently this is the cheapest place they can film. I don't know what they're filming. People tell me it's a movie. I told them I never signed anything. I'm not going to do your movie. All that. And so, yeah, I filmed the people over here at the building cooperating with some sort of modus. They call it a movie, but they've already come out and said it's a gambling thing, even made a trailer about it. And they're opening up tables to foreign investors, tables so that they can gamble. But on the lowdown, nobody talks about it. It's secret gambling done. Of course, once I get one person and its location and its name, I can fully file a lawsuit. That, or I can apply to HR and see what they make of this footage. And go on from there. Now, they're offering currently resolutions for the matter. They say that they're going to sue, say they're going to kill. They say that they're going to be bullying, false advertisements, just to prop up somebody's ego that seems to be trying so hard with little to no effect out the output or the expected yield of whatever the fuck they're trying to do. So there's that. There's one called May, yeah, that's her name. One is called May, and she's trying really hard. I found out recently, and I'm sure you've heard if you pay attention to my previous vlogs. She seems to have one of those narcissistic personality disorder. Totally uninteresting to me, as I grew up with narcissists with my childhood, however it goes. And I know all about that. Even did some additional research so that I know exactly what the words are. Apparently artificially overly inflated self-esteem and ego, so forth. So I made it feel bad by checking into the law. Apparently there's such a thing as Republic Act 9851, wherein on my previous vlog, I think it's number 5, I already uploaded it, and Yeah, once you know of Section 12 of 9851, which would be the only loophole against 9851, there's no way that you can get away with a criminal charge to your name that doesn't have an expiry date wherein you can submit a piece of footage or evidence against crimes against humanity, genocide, human rights laws, and all that. So if you know that, if you're on the record knowing that, just like these retards on the radio, that's how they go, you are not going to get away with that. Simple as that, isn't it? So I got this retard on my ear, right? I know I do it. I'm not trying to figure out all sorts of details about technology, I just know I got the people on record speaking on their behalf out of complacence. Yes, they seem to be making money on the side, which would give them some sort of confidence. And I basically just caught them off guard. So right off the bat, they think I don't got nothing, this and that. I'm still having a sort of flow where I think I'm still playing around. And I caught them speaking on the behalf of Amadeus. Now they're having to come up with cliches, because they invoke the Filipino brand, but little does the Filipino know they're actually just using people's nationalism and all sorts of other cliches such as morals, parenting, ethics, laws, religion, all sorts of shit. Yeah, I address every single one. Would be more than happy to elaborate. Let's see. So religion, first they say cross. They don't say cross anymore. Ever since I put in Dante Val Inferno over there at Twitter, if you could be bothered, there's basically passages of the gospel. If you're if you're Muslim or Islam, you'd want to refer to Surah 4:135, that sort of deal. I mean, it's 24/7. You'd think I'll look into things on what they motivate or what they have reverence towards. Okay, the mic didn't pick that up. I got that issue earlier. And, there's one out of many. So this May, right, supposedly on my ear, with a narcissistic personality disorder, supposedly on meth, they haven't yet been tested. They seem to have no intention of getting tested, nor are they willing to say their claims on a lie detector test. So they make all sorts of outrageous claims about me, slander basically, amongst several other crimes. And, all they can do now is play poker. All sorts of cliches have been employed. I don't even know what the fuck I was just talking about. So I got this motherfucker called May saying, here, so happy. Or this was the exact word. So I'm trying to sleep and drift off to sleep. These retards monitoring the statistics of biometric signatures, however the fuck it goes, seems like a technology, flex of modern technology, to monitor is what the use of the word is. Really, it's a parasocial fan club turned into slavery, turned into hostage taking, extortion, and trying to get me to comply with degenerates, incompetents, and sophists. I know what sophists are, probably not. Well, it's basically people pretend to know what the fuck they're doing. So I started to dwell in sorts of different fields of study, film, sure, sometimes, into the sciences, a lot to the arts, human behavior, psychology, sources, and landscaping. I also like plumbing. That's what I do when I visit your mom. Anyway, I've got my notepad here. I'm just gonna read this off. The very last one, it was 4:34. As I try to drift to sleep, I seem to think that they can get some narcissistic supply, as what narcissistic do or narcissism do. So as I probe it, you made tons of money today, I say? So the horse says and announces her trophy, like she's deserving of all the good things in life. She's called me, and she said, So, do you want some more money today? I mean, did you make a whole lot of money? Or is it these money? Is it these money? Just probing social experiments. And she says this, and as an empathetic person, you'd be able to read into the things and how they say it. Alright, so she says, please. A tone that can only be applied if you're in absolute disgrace and you hate yourself. So, there's that. I go about and say, oh, is the court or the court justice system going to let you keep that money? Or anybody involved in this willing to be able to keep that money? Or will be able to keep that money at all? No, nobody says anything after she says this because everybody felt that. There's about, I don't know, like 7 people or something like that in my ear. Not really my ear. It's a son of a bitch. They dub the peripheral audio sensory. So they can make themselves seem like they're coming from there, but that's not a big deal. I mean, they think it's like a huge step in humankind, like the first steps of, who's that guy? Armstrong. Neil Armstrong, I think it was. It's the first step for mankind, and this bullshit. We also have technology to see or be ahead, 10 seconds ahead in the future or something like that. It's pretty gay. So, there's that. I don't want to talk about a person's mental disorder, but sure as hell not going to be rewarding it. Yeah, no. I'm not going to suffer the Philippines idiots, that's for damn sure. Philippines didn't do anything for me at all. If anything, only cause of suffering. Growth, didn't find anything here. Let's see, what else have I got? So there's a thought I had earlier today. Why isn't there anybody from the future coming to get us or coming to advise us about global cataclysm, dictators, and natural disasters? Or give us the cure for polio, AIDS, HIV, and or other fatal diseases, or even warn us about the corona. Speaking of diseases, I read that shit. Seems that come true, didn't it? bit.ly, all caps, Doom 426. The reason why there isn't anybody coming from the future because there isn't going to be any. Apocalypse is coming. I mean, if you just make sense of it. What are you going to do about it? They have technology to be 10 steps ahead in the future, but there's nobody in the future coming to come get us and tell us about all sorts of horrible shit and give us the answers to the problems. Or advice, or hover over that, whatever the fuck, I don't know. You know, that shit really got me thinking. And I can't get over my hair at the same time. I'll leave this to Camus. Don't walk behind me. I may not lead. Don't walk in front of me. May not follow. And, well, just be by my side. Be my friend. Geoceleste, Torborn, Twitter, YouTube. Yeah. Give your mom my number. And, I'll see you later. I will not suffer the Philippines idiots.